You know how they say, welcome back to the 80s. Well, I didn't play Mario when it came out. In fact, I'm 1 year younger than Super Mario Bros. But unlike Mario graphics, mine don't look that good as they used to do. They just don't hold up. Let me introduce you to my Super Mario Bros. Experience. I can't give you exact date, but my first encounter with Super Mario was maybe early 96. Fast forward to a day that will change everything. My friend and I found ourselves in the living room of my friend's cousin's house, wide-eyed and excited as we watched his older cousin masterfully play Super Mario Bros. On their original Nintendo console, a prized possession straight from Germany. And to top it all off, one of them had a hilarious twist on the name Luigi, introducing Ludi, which in Bosnian translates to crazy. Little did we know that our gaming adventures were about to take a wild turn filled with laughter, challenges, and a lot of Ludi moments. As we watched in all, little did we know that this moment would spark a passion for gaming that would shape our childhoods. From that day on, we spent countless hours honing our skills, overcoming challenges, and creating memories that would last a lifetime. Then the memorable day happened, when my friend and I were staring through the window of a local store and spotted the game console. It was a knockoff Nintendo, something called the Supercom, resembling the Super Nintendo but loaded with regular Nintendo games, typical Famicom. At that time we were clueless about Famiclones or Super Nintendo. Nonetheless, we stood there, mesmerized by the box of the console, not having the slightest clue that my friend's dad would later purchase it for him. From that day onwards, it became a staple in our gaming session. Do you remember those days when playing at your friend's place meant coming back to your own place to play it on a TV without the remote? And of course, I was the remote, because every time we needed to change the channel, I had to get up and do it manually. Who else had a TV with only 8 channels, and gaming on the channel 8 was the ultimate gaming setup? Later on, even my cousin from countryside get their hands on a gaming console, so whenever my parents went there, I head over to their place to hone my Super Mario skills. It was like leveling up in the real life. Who else perfected their Mario moves with their cousins? Let's talk about how my cousin became my Mario sensei. She was the one who showed me the ropes, the jumps and the secrets. I remember the first time I reached a tough spot like the end of the stage 8-1 or whatever, where parts of the path are missing. I turned to her and said, hey, could you do this part for me? And she replied, nope, you gotta learn it to do it yourself. It was like a crash course in Mario survival skills, Bosnian style. Let me ask you something. Who else used to jump in real life when pressing the jump button in Mario games, thinking it would make Mario jump higher? Guilty as charged. And let's talk about the villains of the game, the ones who made Mario's life a bit more challenging. From those pesky Goombas who always seem to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, to those strategic Koopa Troopas, it was like they are all in cahoots to make sure Mario didn't save the princess too easy. And don't even get me started on those unpredictable Hammer Bros with their relentless hammer throwing skills. It was like they went to the hammer throwing school just to make Mario's life miserable. But hey, facing off them just made the victory sweeter, right? Who was your most dreaded Mario enemy? Let me know in the comments below. And please, don't say the first Goomba. The memories of those early gaming days, when every victory felt like saving the princess from Bowser's clutches, only to be met with the infamous words, sorry, but the princess is in another castle. Little did I know that this was just the beginning of my quest. Fast forward to today and quest continues. But with every level, I'm reminded that sometimes the real treasure isn't the princess, but the adventure itself. For recording this video, I decided to play Mario level by level, no warp zones, and let me tell you something, it's not easy to play without warp zones. It's been years since I've played through each level, and I don't remember how they look. It's like back in childhood when someone would finish a level and say, oh, you should see the next one. it's played at night, or there's water and jumping fish and you have to cross bridges, or the whole level has cannons shooting at you, and you'll be like, nah, that doesn't exist. Until of course you reach that level yourself, and then you're like, oh, that really does exist. Some of my friends were telling me that they jump over the flagpole and that there's a whole new world, and I would try and try, but it was just impossible for me. And then the final showdown with Bowser, the ultimate test of Mario skills. When facing off against Bowser, all you need was to have Mario powered up with a mushroom, so he could just stroll right past Bowser like he owned the place. It was like Mario's version of Power Walk to the park. Just don't let the Bowser catch you without that mushroom, or it's game over faster than you can say, "It's-a me, Mario." Remember those heart-pounding moments when you try to sneak past Bowser, ducking under his legs as he leaps, jumping over him when he's underneath? The thrill of escaping his fiery breath, or the rush of adrenaline as you timed your jump just right. It's what made those Bowser battles so intense. Who else tried their luck at dodging Bowser's attacks in the most daring ways possible? Super Mario Bros. Is not just a game, but an experience. An experience that takes you back to the days when video games were played together on old TV, and while others may have played on better consoles, you learn to appreciate every jump, every mushroom and every adventure. Because in the heart of Bosnia, Super Mario Bros. Wasn't just a game, it was a way of life. And with that, we reached the end of our journey through the Mushroom Kingdom. Whenever you're a seasoned gamer or just a humble plumber trying to save his princess, remember that in a game of life, it's not about how many coins you collect or how many Goombas you stomp. It's about the friends you make along the way and the laughter you share. Until next time, don't forget to keep on gaming.